Yeah, I thought that's. I couldn't read that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Huh?
He just asked me, it's not due till
One more.
2021.
Okay.
What's going on?
Keep 6 feet after sitting for all weekend.
He's Derek Jones.
Well,
Bell. Yeah. But he's on there. Eddie and I got a Nancy. Somebody does that shit. They get him signed, tell him somebody signed them. The reason they want to get sponsors for part of it.
we get those. Get our seats back. Even if the shit wasn't fall. They've been calm.
Sit closer to Andrew and you'll be nice and warm.
When they call, here they come.
Would have been nice and warm last night out on the ball field. We usually do. Oh. My shirt is still wet this morning.
Just throw it away on the way in.
Yeah, they shoot right across.
You see it, it's in Chicago.
I haven't seen much.
They just formed downtown, dropping people off the cart, and they were stealing. They broke into Tesla's door, you know, and all the clothes and shoe places. I mean, this was just like the mayor even said, she's always going, oh, you know, we're black people, you know, but this is not, as a piece of outright person. And then they shoot at the cops.
And they can't do
They shot back.
that.
Well, they started out, they shot a guy. He shot a gun too. But they put it on the Facebook thing that they shot it on a guy. And that's what they claimed, well, that's what upset him. Well, it wasn't in that neighborhood. You know, why'd they go downtown? It's like, here, why'd you go to the mall when you started out down?
See, that's why we should have microphones. That's actually this time.
I guess it was mine.
It wasn't.
I'll try it again.
I'll just be out.
You broke it.
You want mine?
I know, last time we switched and that was fine. We're fine.
Hello. Hello. I think it's working. Okay. It is 7 p.m. and we'll call a meeting to order. And Tobias, if you take roll call.
Henny.
Here.
Mars. Here. Richards.
Here.
Fire.
Here.
Osmond.
Here. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
prayer here. Dear Lord, thanks so much for the little shots of rain we had here. It's going to help everybody's garden and the farmer's fields. And the football field might be a little softer. And we appreciate it. And please watch over all our school kids as they get ready to start back to school, and our teachers and all the people that guard us and watch us both here and abroad. And we thank you in your name. Amen. Is there a motion to approve the posted agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Consent calendar. Is there a motion to approve the consent calendar, and that includes the financials and the claims and the contract for the Sunset Scoreboard? Any questions or?
Is the contract in here?
No, it's the same contract that you guys approved
Okay.
before, we just changed the name. Patrick reviewed it, so it's okay.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. And public hearing, variance for Tim Duff, whose property is at 414 Regal Circle in Crooks, and it's a setback variance for garage placement. And is Tim here?
Yes.
Hi, Tim.
Hi.
I'm sure you and Scott probably talked about it, but if you want to speak, and then we'll let Scott.
No, I think he's kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll probably clean it up if I started. So, man, I don't know, we've been working on this for a long time, trying to figure out a viable solution. So Tim has a piece of property that makes it a little challenging to get a garage on. He has no garage attached to the house and no detached garage also. The backyard is a challenge because it actually slopes up to the field behind. So it's not viable to put in the backyard. So we've had some challenges, got the building inspector, Bill, involved also, and came up with a viable solution to move forward with looking at doing a variance, and it will be a side and a front variance. So I'll just read through kind of how I got to where I'm at today. So the following factors were considered when determining whether or not an unnecessary hardship could be established by the applicant who applied for this variance. I found the issuance of a variance is justified due to the following hardship listed in section 1604 of the 2009 revived Crook zoning regulation. Item C, the variance requested is the minimum variance that will alleviate the hardship. And F is the exceptional and extraordinary circumstances apply to the property that do not apply to other properties in the same zone or vicinity and that result from lot size or shape, typography, or other circumstances which are not of the applicant's making. So the variance recommendation that we came up with to get the attached garage on the property is a requested side setback variance of 6 feet 6 inches. This is a little aggressive because the setback is actually 7 feet. This leaves them only 6 inches with the primary structure off the property line. But when we considered that, where you get your 7-foot setbacks on your sides to make sure you have 14 feet between adjacent properties for purposes of fire. So there is still well over 14 feet. There will be well over 14 feet between Tim's garage and the neighbor's house. So that was taken into consideration. And the front setback variance will be an 18-foot variance. And that still leaves 33 feet from the front of the garage to the curb. So I don't know, anybody that's familiar with that area knows that the lot placements are a little bit tricky, and along with pin placements for the front property and in a cul-de-sac. So still has a significant amount of distance between the curb and the front garage, so that wasn't a concern for us, so that would be my recommendation, is to do the side setback variance of 6 feet 6 inches and the front setback variance of 18 feet.
I know when I was on the board, and I went with you, and I know Bill on some others, but it's pretty common up there in Palmyra, the way the lots were designed to be prone to give variances.
Yeah, and part of the process too is I believe that everybody has a right to have some sort of capability to secure their property. And I believe that everybody has the right to a garage. So most people in that area do have an attached garage or have the capability to do an accessory building in the backyard. Tim does not. So that being said, the hardship wasn't hard to prove on this for the variance, so.
Does anybody else here want to speak about it? No. Okay. Would somebody like to make a motion on the variance for Tim Duff at 414 Regal Circle for the setback variance for garage placement?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Variance is approved. Open comments. The county auditor was going to be here. I think maybe he forgot, Bob Lips. I would just say that he wanted to come and talk about elections and people getting involved in election workers and so on. I know that's what he's going to talk about, but I can't say anything further without him here, so we'll pass on that and go to reports. And first one is, oh,
I'm not on your agenda for CHRC. You want me to go in open comments?
okay, you do that.
Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of where we're at with the CHRC. To date, we're just over 4 years into this thing. To date, we've got 35 sold lots. I've got 2 sitting in a reserve status still. One's going to close next week, and the other one, I believe, is going to close the first week of September. That leaves us with 19 lots left. So the last 2 months have been an absolute flurry of activity over there. So we're making a lot of progress. Just to give you some rough numbers. So the CHRC is 4.5 years old, give or take. And things were developed over there in essentially 2 phases. We did not sell out phase 1 when we platted it. We were close, but we didn't sell out of it. Phase 1, from closed lots, we had just over $1 million. So far in the second phase, we've got, let's call it, almost 900,000 additional in closed lots. We've got right exactly at $1 million of unsold property left. So those, like I said, 19 lots, about $1 million to go. The best part is that all of our expenses over there are essentially done. I mean, the roads are in, the lights are up, everything's done. So all the bills are paid, and everything coming in is you know, to replenish the coffers, so to speak. We do have a $100,000 deposit on the land across the highway here, Schoenfelder's property, that we intend on closing on at the end of the year. We still owe $500,000 on that. We do have close to that amount in the bank. We got to get a couple more lots sold, and then we can do cash on that. There's been I'm going to need some guidance from you guys because you know, the whole reason that the CHRC was established was to spur development in Crooks, not to be the developer of Crooks. And, you know, we've got about 31 rooftops completed over there. I think there's about 6 or 7 either not started or under construction. So we've got those folks paying property tax on some nice valuable homes over there. And with the announcements in the last couple of weeks of what's happening in Foundation Park down there, I think our piece of ground over here is going to get a little more valuable. So I need to know from you guys what you want us to do. We've been approached by a couple developers already wanting to quote-unquote partner with us on that development. My personal feeling, and again, this is my personal feeling, is there's only 2 of us that have been on that commission since it started. If we have somebody interested in jumping on development, I would just as soon us be done. I mean, our job was to spur development, and I think we've done that. So, you know, as far as how do we go